That shootoff. So she'd been in that situation before. Not an awful lot, but she'd been there before. And obviously that experience helped her get through and get the win today and pick up the gold medal. All right, moving on to the guys. It's the men's bronze medal match. First out, Anton Prilepov of Belarus. In search of his second medal of the afternoon, won a bronze medal in mixed team competition just about 45 minutes ago, and he's back out on the field already. This week in individual match play, Prilepov scored a 6-0 straight set quarterfinal victory and then lost in straight sets in the semifinals. So let's take a good look at the 31-year-old, ranked 13th in the world right now. Joined his national team back in 2001. And so far this year, 6-3 in match play. He'll be going head-to-head with Mauro Nespoli for the first time in his career. It's kind of interesting. Both those guys have been around that long and have never met up before.
Yeah, I think Nespoli actually started breaking on into the international scene in 2006, I believe. It was when I first saw his name at the top of the list, and I remember that back then there was a World Cup in Italy, and seeing his name right at the top, it was just like interesting. Who is this guy? Because back then we knew who the top names were, and his definitely wasn't a top name, but he is now making a big name for himself.
Oh, he's a big name in the sport of recurve archery. Mauro Nespoli of Italy, seeded 6th coming into this bronze medal match. This week he knocked off Dai Xiaozhong of China 6-2 in the quarterfinals, lost in the semifinals 6-4 to Zach Garrett of the United States, whom we'll see momentarily in the men's gold medal match. But right now it's Prilepov and Nespoli going at it here for the men's bronze medal. Good matchup. And we've got Prilepov on target number 1, which seems to be the target that has been the charm so far today. In fact, I think that, well, actually, no, Elena Richter broke that streak, winning on target 2. So it's no guarantee, I guess.
At this level, it really is anybody's game, no matter of what. No matter which target you're on.
8.
Sinistra.
I was reading the facts on Mauro Nespoli when we pulled up the little fact sheet of him when we were introducing him, and it looks like he's gone down in bow weight, down to 52 pounds. Still a little bit higher than a lot of archers out there, but at one point in his life, I know he was shooting 60 pounds, which is just a ridiculous amount of weight, especially since we only need to reach 70 meters, but he's down to 52, so either his body is getting old like all of us do and just can't handle it anymore, or maybe he was just finding a better tune and a better result with lower weight.
If you sacrifice that much power, what are you getting back in return?
You're actually getting back a little bit more finesse in your shot. I just wanted to take a look at his stabilizer. See, there's a little bit of shake going on. So if it's nerves or muscles, I can't tell right now, but either way, going back to lowering your bow weight, when you raise your bow weight, you have to kind of brute force everything out. But when you've lowered the bow weight, you can get a little bit more finesse into your shot. But if you go a little bit too low, that's a good shot. If you go a little bit too low, then you're more prone to small variations in your release, so that the string comes out of your fingers directly affected by your fingers. So you want a high enough weight that it can push your fingers out of the way and that you can maintain with your muscles and everything, but you don't want such a high weight that your muscles will tire after X number of arrows where you needed Y number of arrows to shoot, where Y is bigger than X. So that's the only thing that I can think of for Nespoli. Maybe the coaches weren't happy with his shooting. Maybe he just wasn't performing at the level that he really wanted to. But barring that, I mean, he came away from London with a gold medal in the team round with shooting that high poundage. So he's here in a bronze medal match shooting 52 pounds, and he has won medals before shooting 60 pounds. So I think there's arguments to be had by both sides.
Shooting well this summer, Mauro Nespoli, team silver medalist in Copenhagen at the World Championships. Has 3 other Team World Championship medals in his trophy case back home. But trailing in this match 2-0 after dropping the first set by 3 points. Opens with a 9.
That's a 10. Just caught the line.
Prilepov going for his second medal of the day. And Nespoli trying to hold him off. Pair of 9s for Mauro.
Prilepov looks very determined.
Oh, a little flinch.
I spoke too soon. He knows it too.
Yeah, got away with it one, didn't he?
9.
Right on the line.
Prilepov just needs another 9 right now. Gold is good.
Says, I'll see you.
There it is.
There it is. Take the set by 1 point. Pick up 2 more points and take a 4-0 lead in this match. Of course, we saw in the match right before this, 4-0 lead didn't mean an awful lot.
No, it didn't. It's still, the match is still alive until we've shot that final arrow that will gain an archer 6 set points, or get an archer 6 set points.
Good look at Prilepov, who did not medal till last month, has had a long, long career, finally broke through and medaled last month, coming off a bronze medal victory at the Continental Games in Baku, plus individual and team gold medals at the second leg of the European Grand Prix in Bucharest. He is a picture of perseverance. He's really stayed with his game, and here he is in Wroclaw, Poland, with a chance to win 2 medals. And is on the precipice of doing that. Leading 4-0. And trying to close out Mauro Nespoli and sweep him away en route to the gold, or excuse me, the bronze medal.
I was watching Prilepov's semi-final match. I was watching his semi-final match, and that was an interesting one to watch, because he didn't shoot nearly this well in his semi-final match, and you could see that he was getting very angry with himself. Same hole. That's very good.
Seems comfortable out here, though.
Yeah, I think what might have happened there is that he might have made some mistakes in his shooting that just stuck in his head, and told himself he's not going to be doing that today because that's not like him. That's not what he does. So this is a totally different archer than what I was watching in the semifinals. We'll just disregard the flinching that we've been watching.
No flinch there, but maybe he should have flinched. Flinched and shot a 10. That time he was solid and shot an 8. Nespoli taking advantage of the opportunity, and he finally wins a set. So that 9 was, or excuse me, the 8 by Prilepov on the previous shot was costly. And it will extend this match. Don't want to get out of the rhythm, don't want to get out of the groove.
I don't know what happened there, but yeah, Prilepov just opened up a little bit, and looks like Nespoli is trying to get a little bit more determination and coming out here and shooting the way he normally does. Again, he was behind 4-0, so maybe he just came down and relaxed a little bit and said, okay, I'll just shoot my shot because there's nothing for me to lose here.
Prilepov trying to win in just his second outdoor World Cup medal. The first came less than an hour ago in the mixed team bronze medal match. Now trying to make it 2 on the day. Trying to keep his composure right now as he's given up this 3rd set, but still leads it 4-2. Now Mauro Nespoli, a little bit overcast, a little bit brighter now than it was at the start of this afternoon session. He's got those blue tinted sunglasses on.
Yep.
Those are suited for days where it's a little bit darker?
I can't speak to that because I've seen archers wearing them both on dark days and on very sunny days, but I do know that they are not that tinted in terms of blocking out the sun. So when I've tried a pair on and it was sunny outside, I was still squinting behind the lenses and the sun was still affecting my eyes. But what the blue lenses do there is accentuate the color yellow. So the archers see a very bright yellow dot to aim at, and for some archers it lets them focus a little bit better on the middle of the target.
See it, hit it.
Yes, you see it, you hit it, but you also have to remember to make your shot to perform your shot properly. Just because you can see the middle of the target doesn't mean that you're going to. Tough.
Something's happened.
You can see the middle of the target doesn't mean that you're going to hit it. You still have to perform your shot, but this blue lens is working for a lot of archers, so that's what they still do.
So right now, Prilepov has to have a 10 to split this set. Anything less?
We're going to go to 4-4 if it's anything less than a 10. I think he heard me.
Big time shot by Prilepov, who comes through. So they split the set. They each receive 1 point, and it goes to 5-3 in favor of Anton Prilepov of Belarus. Prilepov seated 16th after qualifying. And qualifying in itself is an amazing challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
long day, isn't it?
I've learned through the past years that even if you're seated at a certain level, let's say you're seated really high, the archer that you're faced up against in the first or second round can still handily beat you. And I was subject to this in Shanghai. I was ranked in the top 8. I was one of the protected top 8. And the person who was in 80-something place took me out in the first round. So it's, you can't
kind of goes out the window.
Yeah, you can't just rely on your ranking to tell you that you're better than the other archer you're shooting against.
Okay.
Oh, the gritty Mauro Nespoli trying to force this into a shoot-off, much as Kato Ayano did moments ago.
And if he wins this set, it's definitely going to go to a shoot-off.
Prilepov, well aware of that fact. Doesn't want it to get that far. Tied at 10. Can Nespoli nail another 10? Keep the pressure on Prilepov. Good shot. 1-on-1 better.
It was just a little shaky. It was more shaky than I'm used to seeing Nespoli.
Can Prilepov take advantage and move ahead? No. In fact, falls behind by 1. Advantage Nespoli.
It feels like the wind is picking up on the field. It's a 9 or
Interesting.
an 8. Our spotters are calling it a 9, and they're saying 10 to win for Prilepov. 10 will guarantee it.
For the bronze medal, his second of the day. Can he get it? No, it's outside the 10 ring. It's in the 9 ring. It's in the 9 ring, and Mauro Nespoli has come back to force a shoot-off.
I wonder if there was somebody back on the practice range going, hey guys, we need some interesting matches out here, so let's everybody just tie. But here we go for another shoot-off, second in a row. We had nothing in shoot-offs for this weekend until now.
Till the women's gold medal match. And there we get the indication from the judge, and got to take your hat off to Mauro Nespoli. What a gritty effort. Gutsy to come back after falling behind, just like Kato Ayano did, 4-0. But he fought his way back, won the 3rd set, split the 4th set, won the 5th set, and here we go for the 1-arrow shoot-off once again. Tied up at 5 apiece.
And we're just changing the targets once again, as is the rules for shoot-offs. Get a nice clean target so that there is absolutely no doubt on where the arrows are lying and what their measurements are.
Mauro Nespoli, in addition to winning the team silver in Copenhagen at the World Championships 2 weeks ago. In 2014, he was a silver medalist here in Wroclaw. 2013, picked up a silver medal in mixed team competition here in Poland and also qualified for the World Cup finals in Paris. 2012, of course, team gold medalist at the London Olympics. And in 2008, picked up a team silver medal in Beijing. So a lot of experience, a lot of success. He knows what it's like, knows what it takes. Been here before, but Prilepov's been around the block too. 2 veterans going at it here in a shoot-off. Prilepov also, as you mentioned, I think earlier, Crispin, participating in the Olympic Games in Athens, which was actually just his second time on the world stage. Finished 9th in Athens at the 2004 Olympic Games. So here we go. One shot for the bronze medal. Those hearts beating fast here in Wroclaw as Nespoli will try to apply the pressure. Shooting first. Shooting low.
That leaves a little bit of space, and he knows it. He's not happy with that shot. Prilepov can definitely make this shot.
The door is open for Anton Prilepov. Prilepov.
He gets
it.
it.
High, he got it though, closer to the center.
Nespoli shooting a 9.0 and Prilepov shooting a 9.4. And so far it's still unofficial, but visual confirmation is saying that Prilepov has taken that match. We're waiting for our judges, and there's the indication from the judge downrange. Prilepov walking away with a bronze medal.
Woo, what a sigh of relief for Anton Prilepov, who had a 4-0 lead, led 5-3, and then saw Mauro Nespoli take him to the shoot-off, but Prilepov able to come up with a little bit better shot in that shoot-off and comes away with his second medal of the day, his second bronze medal, and arguably one of the biggest days of his career here in Wroclaw at Stage 3 on the Archery World Cup Tour.